Now at 10, assassination attempt aftermath, how Donald Trump's campaign is carrying on, and what we're learning about the shooter, plus a new message from President Biden.
This places an added burden on each of us to ensure that no matter how strong our convictions, we must never descend into violence.
Meanwhile, after a day he was struck by a bullet, Donald Trump's motorcade arrives in Milwaukee ahead of the Republican National Convention. Good evening. Thanks for joining us for the CBS 13 News at 10. I'm Steve Large.
And I'm Marley Ginter. The Republican National Convention is set to get underway tomorrow, moving forward as planned after the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump.
As you can imagine, security will be a top priority. CBS 13's Natalie Brand is live in Milwaukee with the precautions in place tonight. Natalie.
Hi, Stephen. Marley, security certainly tight. The tone here has also changed. And in a new interview with the Washington Examiner, former President Donald Trump said he's rewritten his convention speech in light of the attempted assassination and said he will call for unity. That's also a message that we heard from President Biden tonight, who also said that this violence cannot be normalized.
Supporters looked on as former President Trump's motorcade arrived at his Milwaukee hotel ahead of the start of the Republican National Convention. Trump's family says he's in good spirits after Saturday's attempt on his life.
Quite jovial, just wants to get back at it.
The RNC is set to begin as scheduled starting Monday, though delegates and volunteers say it will feel different.
And this obviously changes, kind of the whole mood here at the convention.
Yeah, like you said, I think people are going to be a lot more motivated. Again, I think there's going to be a lot more unification in the party, across the country. Citizens have seen something that, we haven't seen in a very long time.
Speaking from the Oval Office Sunday night, President Biden said political violence has no place in America.
The political record in this country has gotten very heated. It's time to cool it down. We all have a responsibility to do that.
The president also ordered the Secret Service to review security plans for the RNC. But the agent in charge in Milwaukee says she's confident in the convention planning, which started more than a year ago.
We have an operational security plan that's built out for every area of responsibility related to any and all aspects of security related to this event.
The FBI is leading the investigation into Saturday's assassination attempt. The shooting at Trump's Pennsylvania campaign rally killed a father and injured others. President Biden has directed an independent review of security at the event, with questions unanswered about how it was possible for a gunman to get so close to the former president.
FBI Director Christopher Wray called Saturday's shooting an attack on democracy. He said no stone will be left unturned in this investigation. As for the security here in Milwaukee, there are dozens of local police agencies from across the country, including California, who have sent officers here to help assist for the week. That includes, according to Milwaukee police, they say Long Beach, Bakersfield, Fresno, and the California Highway Patrol have sent officers. Steve, Marley.
Yeah, security from all over. Natalie, I've seen it online. I'm sure you have too. What are FBI officials saying about a rise in threats of violence and conspiracy theories online?
Yeah, FBI officials today warning to state and local law enforcement partners that they are seeing this rise in conspiracy theories online, as well as an uptick of threats related to political violence. That's something that elected leaders we're hearing from across both sides trying to tamp down, including President Biden, as we heard tonight, and also the former President Donald Trump.
Definitely part of the narrative moving forward. All right, Natalie Brand live in Milwaukee tonight. Thanks, Natalie.
Meantime, we're learning new details about the 20-year-old gunman identified as Thomas Matthew Crooks, shot and killed by Secret Service. Secret Service and federal agents swarmed Crooks' home in Pennsylvania looking for a possible motive. Now, so far, they have not announced one. Federal records indicate he was registered as a Republican. He worked at a nursing home and in May graduated with an associate's degree in engineering and science. Former classmates describe him as a loner and a good student.
You know how kids are nowadays. He didn't dress like everyone else.
Meantime, 2 law enforcement sources say the gun he used was legally purchased and belongs to his father, Matthew Crooks. The man shot and killed in the line of fire while sitting in the crowd behind Trump is being remembered as a hero. Retired Fire Chief Corey Compentori was in the stands, shielded his family from those bullets when he was hit. An ER doctor also in attendance performed CPR on him after he was shot.
I looked up to see his family, who would witness my efforts at resuscitation, and the look on their faces said it all.
Compentori's former colleagues at his firehouse are also speaking out about the loss. We'll hear from them tonight at 10:30.